So speak like you love yourself, think like you love yourself, eat like you love yourself, and care for your natural hair like you love yourself. Greetings, good people. I am back with a little style inspiration video, and I'm calling it 9 Ways to Wear an Updo. I love a good updo, y'all. It is one of the most protective ways to style the hair. They are also very versatile. They can go from day to night, casual to formal, just with the flick of a few pins. And really just keep the hair up and out the way, and you're not having to fuss with it too much for about 1 to 2 weeks, depending on, how long you want to wear your particular updo. So let's get into the styles. So this one right here, I'm calling the Wild and Free. It's the primary way that I like to wear this particular updo, just because it is very casual, but can also quick go to formal with just a tucking up of the pinning up of the tail. And I love it. It just makes me feel beautiful, a little regal, but casual at the same time. And like I said, if I want to have it a little bit more formal, just go ahead and pin that tail up and tuck it in with the rest of the twist. Now the twists are kind of stacked in a crisscross pattern, and then just pinned down in the back. I know it's kind of hard to see, but they're just crisscrossed and then pinned, kind of to leverage each other. And don't ask me what this tail is about. I'm loving it these days with pretty much all of my hairdos. Like, the tail is just there. It's giving me tribal, it's giving me boho, it's giving me somewhere to put my beads, and I'm loving it right now. So this is the way I prefer to wear this particular updo. The next way is, I'm calling the tuck and roll. Some people will also call it a pompadour. And you really just gather the hair and roll it, tuck it into whatever shape you want. You can roll it back, you can roll it forward, you can split it and do 2 different rolls. There are so many different ways to rock a tuck and roll. And this one is definitely, giving work, giving the nighttime event. It is giving, formal, semi-formal. It's giving royal, it's giving regal. Anytime you want to go ahead and put any type of tuck and roll. Now mine is going to be giving a little regal with a little casual regal, because I'm keeping my tail. But again, if I wanted to go ahead and just pin that up, then it can be a little bit more traditional in terms of not necessarily, well, just a little bit more traditional and less casual, put it like that. A little bit more formal, a little bit more upscale. So this is the tuck and roll. And see, I'm just playing with it, playing around with the shape. I'm like, okay, this piece is sticking up here. Do I want to see it? Do I not want to see it? So I'm going to go ahead and just pin that down. Real easy breezy. I think this tuck and roll is probably like 5-6 bobby pins, and that's it. And anybody can do it. You just have to play around and get creative with the way that you want to tuck and roll in your updo. See, I didn't like that sticking out, so I'm going to go ahead and stick a pin there and anchor that down to the head, and just, tighten up the position of the pompadour or the tuck and roll here. So there is the tuck and roll. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. But I like to keep my hair up and out the way most of the time, and so updos are a good way to do that. One of the most protective things you can do for your hair is to, keep your ends tucked and pinned. We don't have to be doing added hair or, extensions or things, and to have our hair in protective styles. Just, keeping the ends up and reducing the friction on them and having a great hair care regimen, staying on top of your trims is more than good enough to protect your hair. I promise you. So what are we moving into now? Go ahead, taking them pins down, separating and fluffing the hair. I didn't even add any gel to this hairstyle. Actually, I just twisted it with the styler that I chose to use, which is just a custom formulated butter of mine, and a little water to set the twist, because our hydrogen bonds are what give our hair the most firm holding shape. They are affected by water. And so, which is why wet sets are so popular in the salon, because the hair starts off wet before you roll it and set it. Just a little water, a little nice hair butter, and go ahead and twist them up. I didn't even use any gel. A lot of times I'll use a gel if I want to maintain the max definition, or especially when I'm doing like a wash and go or texture defining style. So here we have the high messy bun, and nothing to it really, just gathering all the hair up and scooping it into a messy bun and leaving my tail hanging around back there. Now say you have thinner hair and you want to have more volume with your style on the hair that you're leaving out. You can actually, the single twist that you'll be noticing a little later on in the video, you can actually go ahead and untwist those, the ones that are actually attached to the head. Just untwist them down to where they meet the head or a little before, and then you can add a little bit more volume to your hairstyle if you have thinner hair and you just want a more voluminous what I call design panel, where this is where you're doing all the styling on the looser hair. These are just some random Bantu knots or whatever type of knot you want to call them. And I'm only doing 2 here, but if you want to get real precise with it, you could totally do more. Work out your parts and, go for some smaller knots and choose that as one particular way that you want to wear this updo. I also like updos because they give you the feeling of like a mohawk or a shaved side if you only wanted to do like braids on one side without necessarily having to shave the hair. You can just braid it up to your scalp and have the semblance of a mohawk or one or both sides shaved, and then still play with all the other hair in the middle. So these random knots, I just did 2, but like I said, you could totally do more. You could take down the twists that are attached to the head, do more. Like there's so many different things we can do with just one updo, and I love them. And like I just the braids on the side of my head are pretty random. Like I just tried to keep the parts as clean as I could with no particular design in mind, in a way that was just easy for me to braid the hair to my head directionally. But in the way that you can part and updo and do your side panel design braids, are literally endless. There are some beautiful side panel designs out there being done by stylists, and I definitely have more liberty when I'm working on somebody else's head versus my own. But for the sake of this updo, I just decided to keep the braids pretty chunky and just go where the tail comb and my fingers wanted to go in terms of like what directions the braid was going to lay. Now this is just the side to side where all the hair that's loose is down, and you can just wear it to one side or the other. And like I said, if you want to have even more volume, you can take down some of those twists in the braids that are attached to the head, and have even more of the hair loose, and you can wear it on one side or the other. Another way to wear the updo. I'm just playing with it here, seeing how I want it to lay. So here I'm getting ready to go into just twisting it back up. And this is how I sleep with it. This is how I set the twisted out hair that we've been working with and styling. Just spritzing it with a little water to reactivate the hydrogen bond so that when it dries, the hair has a hard set instead of a soft set, which will allow you to wear your hair twisted out for several days before losing the pattern to frizz. And so I just slightly spritz with a little water and a little essential oil that's in my bottle. I think there's like some tea tree and rosemary in this particular water spritz. Like, I love for my hair to smell good. I love for my scalp to be and my hair to be nourished. So water is great, but fortified water is even better, and essential oils are my favorite thing to fortify my water mixes with. So here I'm just twisting it up, because this is how I set my twist and how the hair generally is, unless I'm stepping out somewhere and I want to style it a particular way. And so this is at regular speed, and I'm going to go ahead and speed it up in the next clip. But yep, updos are fantastic, y'all. So I really would love to know, like, how many of y'all out there like to rock a good updo. Are you doing your updos yourself, or are you going to the salon and letting somebody else do the updos for you? There's some beautiful updo works out there, and I might clip some of my favorites at the end of this video so y'all can see some other beautiful updos out there that I love and want to inspire some of y'all to try. Like, enjoy your natural hair. Like, there's much more to natural hair than wash and goes and extensions. Like, updos kill. Like, there's so many different ways to wear an updo. Like, this is just one updo, and I'm showing y'all several ways to wear it. But say, you know, you wanted to have the braids done different on the side. Say you wanted to even not stretch your hair and do a twist out. You wanted to like get the sides all done up, and then you want to rehydrate all your hair and define your natural pattern and stretch it out and have that in your natural pattern, you know, like a wash and go. You could do that also. There's so many different things you can do with an updo. But like I said, what I love about them is that it gives style to the hair. It keeps most of the hair up and out the way, and it gives you multitude of ways to wear the same exact style. So let me know, y'all, are y'all rocking updos, or is this video going to inspire y'all to maybe get your hair done, or, you know, try to play around with doing different type of updos on your own hair every now and then? I really love to see us styling and enjoying our hair more. So now that I've gotten it all twisted back up, which is, you know, this is kind of how I sleep with it. And so I'll just throw the twist on top of my head and put on a satin scarf, or I may even gather them up into a bun, which you'll see a little later on, and put that satin scarf on. But I sleep with my hair twisted up. And you can even wear it twisted up in your updo. You can wear it from side to side. You can decide you want to go ahead and maybe pin up some of the twist and wear it that way, and have it even, you know, no volume whatsoever, and just even more protective because the hair is really not out. Like, there's so many different things we can do with an updo, y'all. Just get creative and allow yourself to enjoy and experiment with your hair. So like, I didn't want to go through all the motions of like showing y'all the different like pinup styles, but like you could do pinwheels, you can do all types of things. Just get creative. Like, I'm not even pulling out the pins here because I'm just, you know, moving the hair around to show you, to give you an idea of what you can do. This is just a roll. I'm just rolling the hair straight back and gathering it, the crown roll. Now, I didn't roll it all the way around like a crown braid or crown twist, but you totally could. I just rolled it to the end and then moved it back to the other side, kind of like a ponytail. But you could totally, if your hair is long enough, roll it all the way around and make the full circle like a crown braid or crown twist. But I think I'm going to turn here and you'll be able to see it's just rolled, and you just go ahead and pin it and let that rock on. So many different ways to wear the hair. So I don't want to hear y'all out here complaining about, natural hair is hard and I don't know what to do with it and I can't style it, this, that. Now, this is all my own hair, but if you wanted to add some hair to give your natural hair more length and thickness in your updo, do that. You could do that also. Still very protective, much less time than individual braid or twist extensions. And you get all the versatility options of the updo. You just added some hair to give it some more length and some fullness. And so this is me gathering hair. Like I said, I sleep with the hair in twist, and sometimes I let the twist be free and just gather them on top of my head and put the satin scarf on. And sometimes I'll just go ahead and put them in this bun, and we go on to bed. I tuck the tail too because I don't sleep on it down, but I don't know, something in my spirit is just liking the tail these days. I'm really feeling it. So this is it, y'all. This is 9 ways to wear an updo. So I hope y'all have been inspired by this video to go ahead and try out an updo and enjoy rocking your natural hair. I'm gonna clip in some other updos that I think are fantastic out there. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all on the next one. Now, this is the work of a fantastic stylist, Miss Rare Essence of Miss Rare Essence Academy. Love her natural hair work, and I believe she's offering classes. So if y'all want to learn, maybe check her academy out. Now, this is an updo with added hair on one of my very best friends and very best clients. She has fine, thin hair, and so we decided to go ahead and add some hair to give her some length and some thickness. And look at all the ways she chose to wear this particular style. So many different things you can do with just one updo.
Yeah, this is the stuff. You see this stuff right here? Yum, yum, yum. These stuff make my body look good.
This is Move, Dance, Live, Enlighten, Take 3.
Watch this. Watch that shine. Look at mine. And look so glistening.
This is the work of Miss Ebony Bomani. She's a natural hair influencer turned licensed cosmetologist, but prefers to live on the educator side of things. But look at the updos that she's done. There's just so many different ways to wear an updo, y'all. So I encourage y'all to get into styling your hair and protecting it that way. It's a couple of updos I've worn and done on myself over the years. Love them, love them, love them. So if you're a new natural or even a seasoned natural who knows you need to upgrade your natural hair care regimen because what you're doing is just not giving you the moisture, it's not giving you the definition, it's just not giving you what your hair can give, go ahead and grab my ebook. I have culminated my over decade of experience as a master cosmetologist who specializes in natural texture so that all the naturals out here can have the easiest, most healthy for your hair and healthy for your body system and healthy for the planet natural hair journey possible. Inside, you're going to find product recommendations for your hair type, ingredients to avoid when you're shopping for products, best natural hair care practices, like how often you should wash, how to detangle, all these things inside to make your natural hair journey the easiest and most flawless possible. Link is in the description.